how to start from nothing, and the importance of surrounding yourself with people who will call you on your bullshit. Hey ladies, I'm back again every day, except if you haven't noticed, I've missed 2 days out of the whole year when I said I was going to podcast every day. Once I was just fell off the radar, not fell off, but not perfect. And I've also decided that I'm no longer going to put up podcasts on Sundays. So you will have podcasts 6 days a week from me now. And Sunday is the sacred day of nothing. And so I thought I've been doing this consistently for 6 months and just going to ease back into it and create my own rules. So no podcasts on Sunday, so you're going to have to enjoy the additional 6 days of free content that I give you. Okay, so first things first, I want to tell you a story about a woman that I connected with last week, and you'll hear more about her because she'll eventually be on the podcast. Her name is Stephanie, and she works with women, and she's very faith-based. Her program or her coaching is very faith-based, and I was a little apprehensive at first because I'm all about the universe and I will say God, but we all have our own beliefs, and I'm just very, very open that everyone's spiritual path, like to not preach and put on other people, but just to be very open and accepting of who people are. And so my any encounters that I've had previously when people come from a state of a religious background and their beliefs is sometimes they get a little preachy and shaming of like, you're doing this wrong. So I was a little nervous, and then we connected and I was like, great, she's open. And that's all I care about, is that people are open. I don't care who you are, what you look like, what faith or religion you subscribe to, or if you don't believe in any of that crap at all. It's seeing and accepting people where they're at. So I wanted to preface it with that. Don't know why, just kind of wanted to let you know that. So got down to business, and I'm like, there's something magical about this woman. I'm going to invite her into the community. She's going to be teaching my ladies in the Mastery and Soul Elite programs. And I was like, what is it about her that I really, really like? And I said, tell me your story about how you got to where you are today. Because I get pitched all the time of women's, trying to be on the podcast, and I'm very selective of who I put on the podcast, and most of them I have a personal relationship with. And I really like stories. I love knowing like why people do what they do. And I don't care if you made $1 million. I want to know about you. I want to know about your soul. I want to know about the impact you want to make. And I want to know about like your why, your deeper why. So I connected to this woman, we're chatting, and I said, how did you get to where you are today? And she said, well, Heather, I was really successful before. I did the corporate thing, and I am ambitious, and I'm a go-getter, and I do, and I burnt myself out. And so then I became an entrepreneur, and I started an MLM business. And so I did that, and it was a wellness-based MLM. So I was taking care of myself in the process, with the products. But again, I was do. And I was top 2% of the company. And I burnt myself out. And so because I was no longer an employee of somebody, I wasn't saving my money. We weren't being mindful. And even though I had this, lucrative monthly income, the cash flow stopped and I screwed myself. And so those are the stories that I like, because here's the thing. I said, well, what was it that got you from there to where you are now? And she said, I remember getting on the phone with someone it was a coach, and I had $200 left to my name in my bank account, and I had to take money from my children's savings account, like their educational savings account, to invest in myself to make this happen. And my gut went, yes. And she said, I grabbed this piece of paper and I made little quadrants. And in those quadrants, I said, these are cups. and I have to fill these cups, and I'm going to put strict boundaries around who I want to become and how I want to feel in my life. And one was money, one was health, one was career and purpose. But she made these quadrants, these cups per se, of where she needed to fill herself up. And then I asked her, what did you do then? She said, I took action. I took action and I made shit happen. And because she wanted so badly to get out of this place, out of her low spot of not having any money, feeling low, feeling like she can't do anything, feeling, worthless, she was convinced, because she experienced it again and again and again, I am going to build an empire while making my health a number one priority. And I was like, this is why I like you. This right here is why I love you. This right here is why you have gained my respect. Because ladies, I am here to tell you, you cannot do this alone. You cannot raise children alone. You can't build an empire alone. You can't fucking dye your own hair alone and make it look good. You can't cut your own hair. Where do you get your recipes from for those, your favorite meals? Somebody gave them to you. You don't do anything alone. So we have to stop buying into this illusion that we're doing it alone. Because when we believe that we're doing it alone, what we're truly telling ourselves is, look at me. Look how egotistical and awesome I am. Asking for help is selfish. That is complete bullshit. So when I look at people like Stephanie and I go, but why? What made her take action compared to somebody else? And she was done with her rock bottom. She was done. She took action and she had this fire in her belly to make shit happen. So today, now I'm going to tell you another story. I was having a conversation with my mentor, and we're wrapping up on the year-long program that I was in. And I've been thinking, I know my time is coming to an end, and I've been thinking, okay, we're wrapping it up. So, what's my next thing? And I'm like, well, I want to, I think I want to enhance this skill and this skill and this skill. And it was her and a colleague on the phone. So the three of us are talking, and they're like, okay, Heather, what has changed over the last year? Where do you want to go? All of that stuff. And then they called me out on my bullshit. And they're like, Heather, we believe in your message and your mission, but you're hiding. And 100% I know I'm hiding. We're all hiding. We're all playing small in some area of our lives. It's kind of impossible to play big in every area of your life. Even, Oprah plays small in some areas of her life. It's called self-preservation. This is just part of who we are. And once you get to one level, you're going to get to the next level. And once you get to the next level, you're going to get, there's always going to be something. So they called me out, and I was like, yes, I fucking love it when people call me out. I love being challenged. So the conversation was had. She said, where do you want to be in 2020? And so we talked about the goals, the desires. And I said, my health is the number one priority. This is sustainable. I'm convinced that I'm going to build, a multi-7-figure business, feeling like I have all the time in the world and all the energy in the world. And I can spend as much time as I want with my children or as little time as I desire with my children. And family is a priority, making an impact is a priority, and my health is a priority. And, social, friends, all of that stuff. But, the friends that I hang out with are very different now than the friends that I hung out with before. The friends I talk to now, a lot of them are entrepreneurs. They're at the level that I'm at. Or they don't need to, we don't need to talk every day. We can talk once a month or once every 6 months. So my priorities have changed. And so they called me out and I loved it. And they said, are you going to join next year? And I said, yes. And so before the beginning of that conversation, I wasn't sure if I was going to join. And the reason why I joined, and I'll tell you right now, is because of their heart. Because I know that these women support me. I know that these women believe in me. I know that these women see my weaknesses and see my possibilities, see my potential, and they want to show me and call me out and push me and challenge me. And ladies, that is what community is all about. You can't do it alone, and you also need people to say, what is it that you desire? What do you want? What are your goals? Where are you going? And how are you going to get there? Not only do you have to have a strategic plan, but you also need to implement. And as you're implementing, you're still going to play small. And that's okay. That is okay. Like, we have to remember that we are human. And so what you think things are going to look like are not what the evolution and the process is going to look like. So today I want to invite you to, again, stop playing small. Stop pretending and hiding and just avoiding uncomfortable conversations because you don't want to do the work, because you're afraid. Because are you afraid of the discomfort, of the temporary discomfort, or are you afraid of what's going to happen if you don't do something now? So understand that when your back is against the wall and you feel like, OMG, what the fuck am I going to do? There is nowhere to turn. That is your invitation to rise. If you feel called, now is the time to get on my calendar so that we can connect and see if your personal and your business goals are in alignment with how I can best serve you in 2019 and years to come. So head on over to momisincontrol.com/soul elite. Fill out that application, that intake form. It's just an intake form. If I can be of service to you, we will have a chat. And if you want more information, you're kind of sitting on the fence, you're not too sure, you can head on over to momisincontrol.com/business and check out the business session that will be happening in a few weeks. Talk soon, guys. Do you ever fantasize about sitting, unplanned, unprompted, and enjoying the moment, drinking your coffee, reading a book, and just being? You don't have to wait until the kids are gone or in bed or off to college in order to enjoy your life now. And you don't have to have a glass of wine in your hand to relax and unwind. Your soul is talking to you on a daily basis. It is screaming at you for your attention. And I am here to tell you 110% you can run your business, make an impact, and raise a kick-ass family at the same time. Ladies, if you do not believe me yet, you need to attend this free information session that I'm going to be offering at the beginning of August. It is called Motherhood, Business, and Impact. So head on over to momisincontrol.com/business. This is for women who are in business or professional women who want to make an impact, who want to cultivate that connection, dive deeper into what it is that their soul is craving, and create alignment in their personal and professional lives. I'm going to be showing you everything that I have learned since getting my cancer diagnosis 5 years ago that radically shifted how I show up in my personal and professional life. So I'm going to show you how I make time for all parts of me on my schedule and still take personal responsibility for how I want to feel and get everything done. So I'm going to show you my Google Calendar. I'm going to answer all your questions. This is a non-scripted information session. So come with your questions. I will coach you on the spot as well. momisincontrol.com/business. And if you just cannot wait to talk to me, and you are a woman in business raising a family, it doesn't matter what level of business you are at, then head on over to momisincontrol.com/soul elite. momisincontrol.com motherhood.com/soul elite and fill out the application there. Once you fill out the application, you and I will personally get on the phone to see if there is a way that I can help you. And if I can't, I will point you in the right direction. Talk soon.